So, good morning. Thank you for having us. And today we're going to present a subject for our meanwhile we are present our presentation. You understand also the aim of this presentation. And thus, I am pleased to hear some answers of you of some questions I have. For example, how many people here like to travel? You can raise your hands. How many people like travel? Yes. Travel? 3, 4. Okay, thank you. And another could be, how many people of you travel in Bogota? Who travel in Bogota? Yes, there. Okay. Okay. How many of you have traveled in Colombia? Only in Colombia? Yes.
Yes. Only Colombia.
Yes. More. Thank you. Well, taking account your answers, for why do you decide to go for these places? Why these places cut out? Why do you decide to go for these places? Or the reasons for going? I mean, why of these places you decide to go?
To visit family.
For family, you?
Because we have many beautiful landscapes, so you choose some place just for going and visiting and looking around and enjoy the view you have.
Okay, thank you for your participation. To be honest, but don't worry, it's nothing serious to mention. But nowadays, according to the DANE and the third international conference of measure of the economic analysis of region tourism of 2013, he collected information about a survey of 13 main countries, and they present that the most people are traveling is in Bogota with 18%, and the latest cities of this country are in Barranquilla with 9%, Montería with 8%, and Cartagena with 7%. Wait. So, wait. At most, the most common reasons of why people travel is for, as I mentioned before, is destination, number of trips, also for the dates, and some against issues is the expenses of the money for that place. And by the way, most of the people interested for these places because they culture, and if you go to travel, you have to have some recommendations. As a consequence, we have bunch of information, for example, by internet, newspaper. But the thing is much better go to embassy for the country, for the country that you want to go. This kind of people will give you or try you personally case and give it with much detail for the reasons that you want to go for the place. Even you want to search of a cheap places or luxurious places of hotels or restaurants, campsite zones, or a time over for enjoy. Okay, for however of other recommendations, I think as a personal opinion is wherever you go is to enjoy the place. Even if you have a little of money, you can go enjoy the place and relax it. And think it when we are planning is good for us having enough information and enjoy always the place where we go and where we are. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. Now I'm going to talk about the abroad travels. How many of you would like to travel abroad to study?
Would like?
Would like.
Ulay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How do you think that is possible right now? How do you think you could do it right now?
Winning the lottery.
Other way? No? No one? Okay, there are some special organizations, also scholarships, that I consider are important for us as students to know, that allow us to travel with low cost or almost no cost. But there are some requisites. Requirements. You have to be a good student and you have to have good grades. Also, it is important that when you are in the country you want to travel, you need to look for the cheaper places to go. For example, look for an apartment with a roommate. Also, prefer the travels in train or in bus because they are cheaper. Before going, look for hotels or for places in which you know the food and the other stuff is going to be cheaper. Also, the embassy, for example, the U.S. embassy has some programs. For example, the Young Ambassadors program. That is a program in which you present a project, and if they accept your project, they send you to US for a month, and then you come to Colombia and you make that project real.
I want to mention another point. It's, for example, when you are going to plan for travel for any place, it's good to see you why I decide to go for the place, or what is the reason, and also what do you like for that place, because this allow make some or take your limit your options. For example, you can follow more easily the road that you want to go. Yes.
For example, you said that you want to travel abroad, no? Which places would you like to visit? To visit or to go to study there?
Or enjoy?
Ireland, England, France.
And have you ever looked for information about how to travel to those places?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's important. For example, to know about the culture, about the way in which they pay the things, how do you say that? The current
Or the culture, yes.
also the culture.
I have searched information on the website and some agencies. But you need the money. I mean, you can, if you don't have the money, you can apply for a debt. Like, but that's not what I want. That's why I'm saving up money. Just go.
Yes, but if you want to feel more comfortable and curiosity, you have to go for the embassy of the country that you want to go. For example, this person that give you, track your personal case and give you, for example, to find the cheap hotels for you. Or if you are a student, they make organization with the universities to support your career, for example. I think it's necessary when you always, even if we're going to take a bus or whatever place here in Bogota or abroad of this country, is have enough information about legacy establishments. Yes, this is the point.
Also about the culture, because for example, if you go to an Asiatic country, it's going to be different because you cannot go there and hug up a person, or for example look the person to the eyes, because they are going to feel uncomfortable because their culture is different. It's also important to investigate about the culture before going
Yes.
to every place.
That's all. Thank you for listening us.